Hello there, croeso and welcome. I'm Shadow Lumox and I'm back here on Wreckfest. Even though it's part of the solo tournament, as you can see I've already done this week's weekly challenge because what feels like the 50 millionth week in a row it's stock car racing on the Kingston Raceway. And instead I'm going to show you something I've been doing just for myself, and I call it the Daily Challenges Challenge. And the aim is to do all the daily challenges on one run. So all I get is one run, and whatever result I get, gold, silver, bronze, or even if I don't get either of those, then I just stick with it and move on. And the reason I do this because sometimes the weekly challenge, the daily challenges, are a bit of a mixed bag. They can go from being ridiculously easy that anyone can do it, even a first timer picking up the game, to some of the most ridiculously difficult challenges this game has to offer. And without any checking beforehand, I never know what I'm dealing with when I'm going in. Always get a rough idea by looking at the objective for the challenge, but most of the time you just go in and see what you're up against. The first challenge that we're already into is a 2-lap race around the Eagles Peak Motor Park. First is gold, second or third is silver, and fourth, fifth or sixth is bronze. Any position below that and you get nothing. And it seems that you've got a car that's powerful enough to get you to the front, but not so powerful that you're just going to drive away into the distance without much effort. So there's a little bit of a challenge here, but it was pretty straightforward to get myself to the front of the field. If you're watching this and you yourself have tried this challenge and find yourself struggling, don't feel too bad about it, even though I am just going to get gold on the very first attempt. But I've been playing this game pretty much weekly since 2018, so that's almost 5 years of playing this game, doing these challenges. And while I'm not the best player in this game, with that much time spent into it, trying to improve, trying to get gold in the weeklies and the monthly challenges, the seasonal challenges, you're going to get a bit better. So there we go. The first challenge was fortunately a gold. The second challenge then is another race, 3-lap race in the double-decker cars. These are, well, they're very weird to drive. A lot of power, a lot more power than you think they'll have as well. One of the, not the outright fastest cars in the game, but it's up there. It's got a fair amount of power, but this double-decker system where the bottom car is the drive and the brake and the top car is meant to be doing the steering. It's a very top-heavy car. It does not like going around corners fast, so get your braking right. The AI make an absolute meal of driving these cars, so get yourself out in front, get yourself away from the AI, and it will be pretty much smooth sailing all the way to the end. And I just want to really show you these challenges, the way I do these daily challenges, because the solo tournament looks like it's going to be carrying on, and with Bugbear deciding to repeat a lot of events, I don't want to keep making the same video about the same events over and over again. If any of you are really struggling with it, if you just go look through my videos, my Wreckfest videos, you'll surely come across the challenge. Almost all the challenges in the solo tournament have been done before, so this is just a way that I have always tried to keep things fresh and challenging for myself, and I want to put it out there to maybe try and inspire some of you to take up the same challenge, to try and do all 4 dailies on your first go and you just take whatever result is offered to you. Now, if you are new to the game, don't feel that I'm trying to force people to take up this challenge. There's fame points to be earned from getting gold, so make sure you get that gold, build up that fame points so you can get access to some of the best cars in the game. In fact, the very best car in the game is only available through the fame point store, but if you notice, in between these races, I've got more than enough fame points after so long of playing. In fact, I think doing these challenges has actually pushed me over 1 million fame points, and I've already bought the hot bomb, which is 500,000 anyway, so I managed to make up another million since then. There's nothing new in the store, so I like to do these challenges just to keep myself on my toes. And then we're now moving into what are usually the more weird and wonderful challenges. You usually get 2 races, a demolition derby, and then something a bit silly, and this is definitely a bit silly. It's just getting as many wrecks as you can. You're in the Bugzilla car, and everyone else are I think they're on the pocket rocket or the bumper cars. You just drive around in a circle, really. I don't do anything with the settings that I don't normally do, so that means traction control is off, ABS is on half, and stability control is on half with manual gears. But for this challenge, for these sort of destruction challenges, if you want to put it into automatic, go for it. It doesn't really make any bit of a difference. It actually is a little bit better because you can quickly get yourself into reverse just by holding down the brake. But all I'm really doing here is just driving in a little circle around the main mound in the middle of the map and just getting as many wrecks as I can, submitting this poor AI to various levels of murder and depravity. As I send some poor soul flying there, and I've already got a gold. I've still got a minute and a half left, so it's more about just racking up as many wrecks as I can in the time remaining. I actually do try and aim to get about 50, but I don't think we're going to get there. So it's just driving around in a circle, not chasing anyone. No real point in chasing the AI around this level. The cars are very quick, very nimble, and it's just easier to basically just stick to your own thing. Drive around in a circle, the AI will drive into you all on their own and cause their own problems. You just need to make sure your car is there and it's moving. And we're coming up now, 30 seconds to go, 34 racks. Said I was aiming for 50 once I'd hit the gold so soon, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there. The AI are doing a good job of staying away from me, understandably so, as I am just rolling death for the AI in this challenge. But they're just focused on their own little personal battles amongst themselves, so I just get to carry on driving around and get as many wrecks as I can, and I get 39, don't even get close to my target of 50. So we got gold, gold, gold as we move on to the last challenge. And the moment I pressed X to go in, I knew this was going to be the potential stumbling block for me with these challenges. Demolition Derby on the Eagles Peak wreck level. And the aim is to get as high a score as possible. As you probably know from videos I've done about these sort of derby challenges, the key is to keep your multiplier up, to keep getting into contact, little bits of shunts, little rams. You just want to keep that multiplier ticking over. As it gets higher, you'll start getting more points for when you start doing damage to people and when you start wrecking other cars, that's when you get the big score. But this is such a tricky level to pull that off. Normally, in these Destruction Derby type events, the AI tend to congregate in a certain area, and that's where they'll do their battling. But this level is so spread out, the AI gets so spread out. You got these little mounds of dirt in the middle of the arena, which will cause you to jump and jump over cars and get yourself into situations such as that one where you're the one going flying by the AI. If you ever get into a situation where you see that the big group of AI are congregated around where you respawn, do the respawn trick. Basically, every time you hit a car, you use the button to reset yourself. On the PlayStation, it's triangle. But whatever it is, on whatever platform you're playing on, you just hit that button, reset yourself, and make another move back into the pack. Make some more contact, get some more points, get that multiplier up, and then reset again. But very quickly, you'll notice the cars start moving to the other end of the map, and that doesn't become a valid tactic. See, as I've reset here, I've got to drive for a good few seconds before I can even get close to an AI car for the possibility of getting more score. So we've been going now for just over 2 minutes. I think it's 4 minutes is the timer, and I've only just hit bronze. Nope, I'm not even hit bronze yet. So I knew this was going to be the tricky one. I always have trouble on these challenges on this particular level, mainly for this reason. My normal tactic of spamming reset as aggressively as I can doesn't work. So you gotta get a bit of luck if you want to get the big scores. With a minute to go, I got 4,000 gold. I think is 8,500. So it's looking increasingly unlikely that I will not be doing a clean sweep of the challenges this time around. But this is why I do it. Give myself a challenge to aim for. And hopefully next week, because I don't do these challenges every day, I usually only go on for when the weekly challenge resets, and I'll do the dailies then. So hopefully next week I'd get a bit more luck. But it looks like I'm just going to be driving around aimlessly, chasing cars, chasing shadows, and not really getting anywhere. I'm getting close to silver. Hopefully I can get there, but there's only 5 seconds left, so it's going to be gold, 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 and a bronze for the Shadow Lumox Daily Challenges Challenge. Hope you all give it a go. Let me know if you do. I just want to say diolch and thank you for watching.